I'm probably the only person in the world that does this, but have you ever had something that you've told yourself, let's save that for a special occasion? Like that massage oil you bought in Greece, and you're like, yeah, let's save it for when we have a partner. Or that mask that you received for your birthday, and it was like $30, and you're just like, we'll save that for a special occasion, like gala season in February, when the product expires January 2027. Like my Charlotte Tilbury dry mask. Etc., etc., etc. It happens with food. You're like, oh my God, this is the most beautiful aubergine I've ever seen. I'm going to take it home. I'm going to make love to it. I'm going to make something really, really, really good that's going to blow my family's socks off. And then what happens? Shopping day, you check, and it's already going bad because you forgot about it. Because we don't make time for the one day things in our lives until that one day. But how often does that one day come? Are we spending our lives in perpetual waiting? I have been for a really long time. Probably since I was like 14 or 15, if I'm being honest with you. This week, I decided to do a major, not spring cleaning, but fall cleaning leading up to the fall equinox. And I've been clearing so many things. I'm already through all my accessories. My clothing is up to my end of summer fall capsule wardrobe. I just started on my toiletries this weekend, and wow, so many things I found, like a Coors body oil that's a massage oil but can also go in the bath, that I've had since Athens in like 2013, just sitting there looking pretty, not being used, like those decorative soaps. Yeah, what are we doing? What are we doing? I had a really insightful conversation with a beloved this weekend, and as I wished him a happy birthday and asked him how he felt, he told me that he was in deep ecological grief because we may be the generation who experiences the total collapse of not just society, but the planet. And so I sat with that over the weekend. At first, I tried to cheer him up and share with him, we chose this time and we're souls, we're energy. This is all part of Gaia and Maya, and Gaia is Maya, and it's the creation, it's the matrix that we have created to come and learn lessons in Earth School, right? But some of the things we're doing to the planet are fucked up. They're not cool. So what are we doing? Are we gonna wait until it's the apocalypse and we can't really do anything? Or are we gonna do something now? So I kind of really internalized the grief that he felt my grief, cried a few times over the weekend, journaled about it, meditated, did some astral projection, and went to the Celestial Council to plead the case. And, it is what it is. What's going to happen has already been determined. In God's eyes, everything is, right? There is no time and space. That is a construct that we created to be in the 3D, to be in these human bodies. But outside of that, are we living into our dharma, or are we creating more karma? So with that, I decided, as I'm doing this deep spring clean in my home, that maybe it's time to pare things down to essentials, to really embody that less is more mentality. There's some products that I love using all the time, every day. And if you didn't give me a new product every week through Stack Influence, thank you, I would just be using the same old stuff that I have been using since I was 17, and I'd be just fine. So I decided that I need to live not just in the moment, right? Because when we say live in the moment, it's like such a t-shirt design. What does it actually mean? Do we really internalize it when we hear it? When we hear YOLO, you only live once. Oh no, there's other lives, man. But like, what if there's no planet to come back to after this one, right? My decision is that I get to live each day as if this was the day, right? They say, this is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad. Well, what if today is that someday? What if all the things we've been saving and sometimes expired before we could use them was actually a result of low self-esteem, lack of confidence, or even poverty consciousness? If you know, you know. And trust me, I know. So therefore, today, on a Monday afternoon, 6 p.m., whatever time it is right now, I went to the restroom, pooped, and every time after I poop, I wash myself, right? And if I don't have one of those fancy wash basins next to the toilet that resembles a toilet, then I just hop in the bathtub and I wash my anus every single time. That's why I don't poop in public, because fuck that. I don't want to use toilet paper. I've known that it's not super hygienic. Yeah, and you can use baby wipes or whatever, but is that really ecologically friendly? Okay, there's ecologically friendly ones, but there's still one-time use. Like, you can't reuse a washcloth. And yeah, there's cotton ones, but then you're going to be washing it anyway. So just use your hand and some water and some soap and you're good. So I do that every time. And right now, when I did that, I was like, you know what? Let's have an everything bath. Let's pour in our salt that we got from Wieliczka, which is this magical salt mine in Poland. And I've been saving this salt for like probably 8 years, y'all. Yeah, it's been a while. And for what? For what? Just to have it there and impress my Polish family when they come visit? No, it's just taking up extra space that I need to clear when they come to bring their products. So what am I doing? Why don't I take care of my body, take care of the Gaia, right? Like, your physical existence is like your earth, if you think about it. This is your terraform. This is my earthly form. So I get to take care of it. And what better way to do that than to use all the best products that I already have? I'm not going out and buying more shit. Just using the someday things. Oh, what did I do in my everything bath? So I used the salt from Wieliczka, which is supposed to be really healing, has a very high amount of magnesium. I also used a retinal face mask. I don't know if you can see a difference on my skin. I was breaking out this weekend, so don't mind that, but there is a bit of a glow. And that's because I used the retinol. What else did I do? Oh, when I came out of the bath, I decided to pull this moisturizer that Clinique doesn't make anymore. I really loved it, and I love the smell of it, and I love the feel of it. I love how my skin feels in it. I've been saving that baby for probably 2 or 3 Christmases by now. It's just been sitting there because I'm like, well, it's expired, so let's just save it for when we really need it. But like, doesn't your skin need hydration every day? So I used that cream. It felt nice. And I think I'm going to continue this. Maybe, why don't we do a challenge where every single day we aim to do a someday thing, right? It doesn't always have to be self-care spa time like I'm obsessed with. It could be someday I'm going to take tap lessons. Someday I'm going to better my voice and actually start taking voice lessons before I sing in front of my church. Or I'm going to learn the shruti box, the mandolin, the guitar, what else do I have over here? Oh, the piccolo guitar. It's like a ukulele, but it's not. It's a guitalele. That's what it's called, a guitalele. It's got 6 strings, and it's a baby guitar. And I haven't touched it since the week that I bought it and took it to an artist house party, never to be taken out again. Why? Well, life gets away from us sometimes, and that's okay. We get to be patient and forgiving of ourselves, right? And at the same time, we're living right now. Like, right now, we get to make a choice. You get to make a choice. How do you want to live from here on out? How do you want to live now? And now. And now. Yeah, let's take better care of ourselves. And in so doing, also, obviously, the planet. So, for me, it's a matter of actually using the things that I have, not hoarding shit anymore. Yes, even if it's on sale and I think that I'm gonna use it later. Just like, be in the moment. Enjoy the moment. Be an ethical, conscious consumer. But more than that, be a creator. Be somebody who contributes. And also, a lot of you know at least, that the past 5 years have not been a cakewalk for me. I've gone through a lot of shit and many, many, many transitions and shifts. So part of this is also not just an ecological message of let's save the planet, but also like, how do we infuse more love into our relationship with ourselves? How do I honor my heart, mind, body, and spirit? How do I really see each part of my journey. Like this necklace right here that I'm wearing. I don't know if you've noticed it's new, but it's not. It's a 4-leaf clover, and the bottom little part, the stem, was actually bitten off by this tooth when I was 1 year old. I recently found this in my jewelry collection as I was clearing out a bunch of stuff. So it's also part of honoring every part of me, like all the phases, all the eras, all the parts that are still living within me, and the future parts that have already been seeded within me, and that are not biding their time, but being explorative and becoming, right? They're upcoming, but they're also becoming because you are being already. One last thing I'll say, because it's already been 16 minutes, is that they say that middle age should be like a second adolescence, right? So maybe for me, it means I'm no longer the adult working in corporate America. I don't have to go and seek status as a human resources manager or some kind of C-suite executive. I'm going to live my life as a creator, as a creative, and embrace this second adolescence that's been gifted to me. So I'm going to see things with fresh eyes. And some things might seem bizarre. If it pops up and you're like, what? Feel free to encourage me. Because I will be trying lots of new things. And one of those is to give a fuck about myself. Like, yeah, I started setting boundaries. A lot of people didn't like that. But the ones that understood applauded. And they're still here. And the people who couldn't respect my boundaries, good riddance. Ciao. For real. That's all I say about that. But yeah, let's embrace this second childhood. You see that? That's a little teapot that I got in Poland. And it's a famous pottery ceramic company. This decoration is recognized all over the world as Polish craft. And how often do I use it? I think I used it once since I got back 2 years ago. Okay. So today we made Rosy Mood tea, which is great because as much as I love tea, I don't drink it enough at home. We're getting out of that habit. So I made some tea for my dad, and as I was making tea for him, I'm like, you know what? I want some tea too. And it was so good. Tomorrow, we're using that guy. And who knows? Maybe we need to do these face masks every day, because my skin feels so good. It's like, not just hydrated, but it feels like there's a layer of protection on it right now. So luxurious. And maybe it's the small luxuries in life that we've been needing all along. That's all I have to say about that. Deuces. Hasta mañana. Ciao.